What's going on, humanoids? Back at it again. Another week of lifting. Today was the Monday workout, 6x6. I actually thought today's weight was a little light, which, hey, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I'm getting stronger. A lot of these weights, I feel like I could almost be bench pressing, but whatever. We'll go with it. 235, 6x6. This week is my last week of the Small Junior back squat. Next week we get into it with the Small Junior front squat. And in theory, my 1 rep max for the front squat is 265. I just did that about a month ago. So I'm not sure what that means. I don't know what the numbers mean for the Small Junior, but it's going to be fun. I'm excited. My hips have been feeling really good. I've been moving well. I'm feeling my glutes contract. So let's just carry that over into next week. Crank out some front squats. Get the lats loosened up and really start working that upper back. I've never really recorded myself with a front squat, so I'm also interested to see how that looks. I guess I've recorded cleans and whatnot, but a strict sets of reps of front squat, I've never really recorded. So, again, that's next week. Get that going. But today, Monday workout was just 6x6 at 235, 6 sets, 6 repetitions, 235 pounds. Again, felt light, felt easy. Knee sleeves saving me. You can't say enough about how much comfort the knee sleeves add to your brain. It just makes you feel smoother. It makes you feel safer. You get down to the bottom, and instead of having it be like a dangerous, iffy position, it just feels nice in the knee sleeves. So, wore those for all the sets today. And then knocked out some strict presses again, and I supersetted them with a I used plates, but kind of like a dumbbell reverse fly, but they were plate reverse flies, kind of half bending. I liked them. I've never really gotten into those. I've never really used that for the rear delt in the past, but they felt good. I think I'm gonna keep them around and keep using it. So I supersetted the dumbbell reverse fly with the standing strict press, and I didn't go heavy at all on the strict press. I think I only did 65 pounds, which is light, but you can't deny the pump. The pump is the body loves the pump. Shoulders especially, they love blood. The upper body, shoulders and chest, they crave a good pump. So the shoulder pump was real today. So I'm excited. My shoulders are actually feeling better. I'm looking forward to getting the shoulders going, getting some strength back, getting some size back and definition in the shoulders. But I cruised through these squats as I should. 235 is very light, but it's how we started the week. So everything's been pretty consistent over these last 3 weeks. I haven't really changed the diet at all, just to kind of go over what I've been eating, where my calories are at. The beginning of this year, December, Christmas and whatnot, I was up around 200 pounds, I want to say, maybe 198, and I was eating 2,800 calories. I had just come off training for a half marathon where I was consuming 3,400 calories for whatever reason, and I got pretty big. And then still doing CrossFit every day, or at least 4 or 5 days a week. I dropped the calories down to 2,800, which I felt comfortable at. And just recently, I've dropped the calories down to 2,200. And things are feeling good. Energy levels are feeling good. So I'm going to keep it at that number for a little while at least. I don't see any reason to change it. So 2,200 calories. I'm trying to get at least 220, but it usually ends up about 230 grams of protein. It's roughly around 150 or so grams of carb, and I don't know what that math turns out for fat. I don't really track my fats or my carbs. If you get the calories low enough and the protein high enough, the carbs and the fats kind of fall into place, at least in my opinion. Obviously, if you're like a stage competitor or I don't know, some sort of magazine model or something, and you really need your physique dialed in, then you need to pay closer attention to your carbs and your fats. But for me, I don't. It's more of a performance, and as long as I'm not gaining fat, it's more just about performance and just maintenance of muscle. Especially when I was in a big weight loss phase. So I'm down to about 188 here. So I've lost about 12 pounds since roughly January, February. But I've maintained a lot of muscle, which is good, and I credit that to kind of the calorie structure and protein structure that I've been following. So meals typically consisting of chicken, rice, hot sauce, and then I've been obsessed with chocolate peanut butter rice cakes lately. So getting those in before and after workout, and then various scoops of protein throughout the day. I'm on just your basic Costco gold standard protein, and then some random creatine as well. Take the creatine with the protein, 5 grams a day, and that's it. Rinse and repeat every day. Even days I don't lift, I try to hit the same calories, same protein. Occasionally on the weekend, doing different things, change out the foods, but always aiming for a similar style food consumption. That's the key. Consistency is the key. It's day in, day out, week after week, year after year. And that's how, you're able to maintain and perform and stay in a better shape than most people. I think that's one of the biggest things people get all hung up on is they can go all out 1,000,000% on something for 2 weeks, some people for a month, and then that's exhausting and they lose that. But if you just do something manageable again and again, day in, day out, week after week, month after month, it becomes less of a miserable thing that you're forcing yourself to do and more of just a lifestyle, livable habit. And I think for anything sustainable and anything that's going to be long term, that's the key. If you can turn what some people might look at as a miserable, grueling process into a manageable, bite-sized, day-to-day process and habit and way of life, that's how you transform something into a sustainable long-term routine. And I look at my dietary style that way, and also the weightlifting. You don't need to be going crazy every single day. Stimulate the muscle, get in, get out. Have one or two things that you're hyper focused on and that you're really trying to push the weights on, and just the rest of the time, keep your weights challenging. Keep your rep schemes pushing yourself, but you don't have to be going crazy. It's consistency over a long period of time that gets you the results that other people typically can't get to. But yeah, I'm just glad people seem to like these videos, sticking around. I get some comments here and there, messages about certain things helping people out. People apparently have a big anxiety about wearing lifters in the gym. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily advocate for everyone to wear Olympic lifting shoes, but if your squat form is such where you can't even do the motion because it's unsafe for you, I mean, use whatever tools are available. Obviously, you can put a weight under your foot or this or that to elevate the heels and compensate for your poor ankle range of motion. But I don't think that people should have an anxiety around wearing those type of shoes or avoid an entire movement because of range of motion issues. But that's just my thought. back to the video. These GHD Nordic curls, I still struggle with those Nordic curls. My hamstring one day is going to rip right off my pelvis. But I did what I could there, and then hit some glute extensions here. I threw in some oblique crunches as well. It's something I used to do back in the day. Just some mini sets, 15, 20 reps in between the glute extensions of just getting sideways on this GHD, and just like a crunch, just an oblique crunch, getting good blood flow into the obliques. Much different than the completely sideways version I do a couple other days of the week, where I'm really focused on the entire side of the body, the QL, the deep obliques. It's just a totally different animal. These are just some little mini oblique crunches. But yeah, I'm really happy with this kind of 3-week experiment, backyard gym, small off junior, back squat version. I just got my crash pads. I was talking about them. I just got my crash pads in the mail. They actually just got delivered. So I'm going to get those out there next week, and we can get into the front squat sessions. Like and subscribe to the channel. Leave some comments. I'll be back next week. Well, I'll be back later this week, actually. I still have three more lifting sessions for you guys. So see you later this week. Peace.